decrees. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will show. It's the Mark and Will show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will show. It's the Mark and Will show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will show. It's the Mark and Will show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will show. It's the Mark and Will show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. And of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? What is going on? Hump day! Hump day! Hump day!
Right.
Hump day in the field.
What you said?
Yes, sir. It's going to be a good one, though. It's going to be a good one.
It is.
Hats off to Coach Lawson yesterday.
Oh, yeah, he did his
Wagner's coach. Brought the pain yesterday.
Did his thing.
And I know Coach probably had another 30, 40 minutes in him.
He did. Part of that one.
But we had to cut it off, Coach. We had to cut it off, Coach.
Great job,
No
though.
offense, but you wrote.
Great
You
job.
sold your program.
Yes, he did.
Big time, man.
Yes,
Hats
he
off
did.
to you. My mother was like, oh, my gosh. He was great. You know, that kind of
He was
stuff.
good.
So,
He was
yeah,
good.
you did your thing, man. You did your thing.
Absolutely.
Today, we got Alex that's coming on here. She'll be on here in a little bit.
Yep.
We're going to get everybody caught up with what's going on in today's world of sports.
Absolutely.
And then we'll bring her on and we'll rock and roll, get to know about her and everything she's accomplished and that kind of stuff like that.
Right. Right.
But, man, it's hump day.
Someday. We're here.
Tomorrow, just because you guys are watching, I don't mind letting y'all know a little secret. Shelby County's football coach, if you watched the show yesterday, you heard me say it yesterday, will be on here tomorrow at a special time. The show's going to start at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Check it out. Bing, bong, bing, bong. So, hey, Friday, y'all know what Friday is.
FNC.
FNC Day. You know what FNC is, man. I'm going to tell you what. That show is on a fast track to being great.
Yes. Yes.
So basically, we're gonna have two great shows because this one's already great.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we're gonna have another one.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you need to come on, holler at us, see what's going on, because we might bring you on so you can talk your stuff too, all that kind of stuff. How you doing, Mom?
What
Big
up?
time. So hey, what a glimpse of FNC.
Got your consequences, because Lord have mercy.
Nah,
Now you're done. You ain't got no career. You're gonna face jail time, prison time, rather.
that's right.
Yes, I mean, so it's just, I mean, I don't know, but like again, we don't know what she was thinking. Desperate people do desperate things, and maybe she probably thought she can get away with it. That's my only thing that you thought you can do. She watched too many snaps, because Snap, well, heck, on Snap they don't even get away.
She brought the pain on that, and they right Snap, and Snap get you in trouble, locked up. Because you know what, Snap's a bad show. But if you on it, that means you didn't make it. You was not successful. You was not successful. So 8 o'clock this Friday. Check it out. Big time on that one. All right, here we go. Right here, we got something else. Let's get ready. Rock and roll.
I just need everybody to really go over and subscribe to that channel. Not going to be disappointed. Entertaining. A lot of crazy talking that's going to have you laughing, but it's going to be entertaining. All type of games is being played. Just go over to the Mark and Will Gaming channel and make sure y'all please subscribe.
Big time, big time.
Baseball. Hit y'all with the scores from last night. Detroit beat Pittsburgh 5-3. Atlanta took care of business and beat the A's 3-2. White Sox beat the Dodgers 4-0. Guardians beat the Rangers 6-3. The Reds beat Diamondbacks 14-8. Jesus Christ. Marlins beat the Nationals 12-2. This is crazy. Orioles beat the Cubs 9-3. Tampa Bay took care of business and beat the Cardinals 4-2. Yankees beat the Twins 10-4.
Rolling.
Texas and Guardians, which was a doubleheader. Texas got the early game 6-3. Phillies beat Milwaukee 3-2. Seattle loses to Houston 4-1. Blue Jays beat KC 7-0. Red Sox beat the Angels 6-5. San Diego beat the Mets 7-0. Rockies took care of business and beat the Giants 5-3. Then you got your nice games, which I know baseball rolls. The A's and Atlanta is on right now. Zip, top of the fourth. You got a delay with Diamondbacks and the Reds. You got Seattle up on Houston 4-3 at the end of the fourth. You got the Nationals in Miami, zip at the bottom of the fourth. Cubs and Orioles delayed. Cardinals and Tampa Bay Rays. Cardinals is down 0-4, top of the third. Then you got the Cardinals and the Texas. Dang, they back to back. Cleveland's up 4-0. Yankees is Twins, 0-0 at the bottom of the second. Then you got two games that played earlier. Detroit and Pittsburgh. Detroit won 3-1. Then you got KC, who beat the Blue Jays 8-4. Then you got games that's coming on tonight. White Sox Dodgers. Milwaukee Philly. Red Sox Angels. Mets San Diego's. And Rockies Giants.
Woo-wee. Before I do the standings, Alex will be on here shortly. We're going to hit everybody with what's going on in the world of sports. If you're on here, hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, so right now in the American League, you got the Yankees in the East in first place at 40-15, rocking and rolling. In the Central, you got the Twins 32-25. In the West, you got the Astros 36-20. In the National League East, you have the Mets 38-20. Wow, but the Braves is making a comeback.
They coming there. They coming.
In the Central, you got the Brewers 33-24. You got the Dodgers 35-20, and the whole thing is all you gotta do is make it to the playoffs.
Exactly. That's
Playoffs. Just make it to the playoffs. That's all you gotta do. Just get there, son. Just get there.
Right.
Woo, we got a good one tonight, guys.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Game 3. We got the Warriors in Boston. In Boston tonight.
Right.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one.
3.5 favorite is Boston. Home court plays a role, but also, hey, you get one win, you look good in there. The other one you didn't, so you got to go ahead and give them the advantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
My whole thing is, are we going to see the role players step up for Boston? And you're going to have to, and we know that normally they do. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. At home.
They do at home. Everybody's role players a little bit better.
Right.
At the
crib. Right.
On the road, that separates a good bench player versus a dude that's a filler. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that's to me. That's what I'm looking at. My thing is this. I'm talking about the Pritchards, the Grant Williams. Right. That kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
The Dirk. And Derek White has been solid. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have Al Horford, right?
Yes.
You can't have him with 2 points.
Right.
And Williams with 2 points, right?
Exactly.
So you got Marcus Smart and all this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So I believe Marcus is going to play well, and I believe Horford going to give you about 10, 15, something like that.
Right. The
problem is when Horford go for 20, you're in trouble because that's
you're in trouble.
You can't get that. What do you think are some keys? Are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm looking forward to Marcus Smart and Al Horford. Them are the two guys. Like Smart can't give you 2 points and expect to win the game. No Horford can't give you 2 points and you expect to win this game. Horford at least. I say we can say 15-10.
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's good
for him.
Exactly. At the age that he's at, he give you that. Oh Lord, you might. Yeah, game's a blowout.
Blowout.
Marcus Smart, defense. He got to play the defensive end,
right?
And I'm gonna give him at least. I say 18-10. 10 assists.
Okay.
Because to get everybody rolling, because he can do that.
Right.
He can do that. He got at least get. He's smooth with it. He has to score.
He's smooth with it.
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool.
I like how when he does that. Cool. But them the two guys to me who have to step up in this game in order for them to win. Right. Yes, we can say Tatum and Brown.
They
Tatum-
mainstay, yeah. They
Tatum can
mainstay.
score 50 and they still lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he didn't do too well the first game, and they still won because
And they still
everybody
won,
else
and
stepped
everybody
up.
else stepped up.
Right.
So it's like that's the key. Play good defense at home because they really good at defense at home.
Right.
Play it. Don't get no shootout. Please don't get no shootout.
Right.
Not with Golden State. Because you a hater because Gary Payton's back and he might get hot.
Right.
You never know with their role players too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get no shootout with them, man. Do not do that.
Right.
That'd be horrible.
And you let Draymond. Let Draymond be Draymond. Because either he's going to foul out in this game,
Yep.
or he's going to be down there giving you a headache. He's going to foul out. It ain't no in between. It's going to be out of there, right?
Yes.
So, plus he's going to be physical. And you best believe
that's him.
The Boston's coach just said something to the refs, saying, watch this and all this kind of stuff.
All right, absolutely. We're at home.
Which is funny because Boston's still more physical than the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? They still more physical. I mean, because they bump and grind you big time.
Yeah.
It's just that that other game, old boy was trying to fight out there. He was trying to like get in the head and all this kind of stuff.
Yes, and that's Draymond.
Yeah, that's Draymond. Draymond. Big time.
Right, just ignore him at this point. Let him do him.
Big time. And look, check this out. Like I said before, Alex will be on here shortly. She'll be on here shortly. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button. We're going to go through a lot of little stuff right here.
Yeah.
You know, house chores.
Absolutely.
Is that what we call them? House chores? Okay.
Smooth.
So that's going to be a good one. 9 o'clock after our show, you can go ahead and watch that because I'm sure we will.
Right.
All right. Something else. Dale Tony to meet with Jordan about the Hornets job. Why they keep on cycling the same guys over and over? He done had some good teams, good players.
Yes.
Still can't win.
So, for one, it's a buddy system. We all know that.
Yeah.
Everybody go in a big circle. It's my turn. Here I come.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. But the crazy thing about it, Hornets has a nice team.
Right.
Young, good team. They just need that right coach that can put them there.
Right.
I don't think Jordan, they say, Jordan was a great player, but are you really a great owner, GM type thing?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to find that right coach to coach them young guys, to get them the right place.
He ain't it.
No, I agree with you.
He ain't it.
He's not it.
Go get your young dude, you know what I'm saying, one of them assistants that solid foundation.
Yes.
All this kind of stuff. Heck, you can go ahead and try to get one of your old Bulls people or somebody, you know what I'm saying, that you can trust.
I see what you're saying.
Get Curry or somebody. You know, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I know he ain't going nowhere. Get Curry. Don't get somebody like that, man. I mean, he ain't going, but you need to get somebody who understands the intensity that
what
you
trying
want.
to do. Exactly.
And we know that.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing.
Facts.
The same intensity, because we know, everybody know, man, what you was about.
Yes.
Excellence. Right?
Oh.
So, hey, and you really can't, okay, first of all, you got a player, I don't know if you saw the picture of Miles Bridges with the cup, with the and the other stuff.
Uh-huh.
That might be on FNC because I don't want to get onto it today.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to make sure everybody's straight.
It's legit.
That's all I got to say. You know,
because he's the only person on the team that's
no. Everybody, well, you know, they said the NBA.
They caught on the camera.
They say NBA, they let them go. Remember, they don't even test no more for the other stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Jordan, continue to meet people, please.
Please.
Don't go that route. We tired of seeing him. Saw this. Tatum disappointed Lakers didn't draft him. Is LeBron stirring all these conversations? Is LBJ the Lakers has been in the news. Like I told you, they pulling that Dallas stuff. You know, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
They are pulling that Dallas
because they have to stay the meter, just like what we're looking at right here.
Right.
But why are we talking about that? You know what I'm saying? It's 2017, bro. You got drafted. Be happy, because a lot of people don't get there. You're blessed. You got there. You're in a great situation.
I don't think he's. I think he just. He probably was a Kobe fan.
And it's a big market.
Yeah, and he was a Kobe fan.
you
So,
know what I'm saying? Like, stop it.
you know, you're in the backyard. I'm number 8, number 24, whatever. You know what I'm
You're
saying? All that
blessed.
kind of stuff like that.
You're blessed. A lot of these other cats I heard can't make it there. We ain't talking about 17. You in the finals.
Why are you talking about that when you in the finals?
You in the finals,
And whoever
dude.
asked him that, I'd be like, man, I'm not talking about that.
Right. I'm worried about what's going on now.
I ain't worried about that. Dude. Why are we talking about that? I'm trying to get me a ship right now.
Now.
It's
It's 1-1. We talking about me. I'm disappointed I get that shit. Okay,
And
whatever.
the good stuff is this. Check this out. You going for a ship, right? It's all about focusing on that.
On that.
And if I'm Jalen, I'm like, dude, when did this come out? Why are we
Why
talking
are we talking
that?
about it?
Come on, stay focused, bro. Stay focused.
Jesus Christ.
We done got rid of Kyrie. We got rid of all them people. You know,
And it's
come on.
us. It's our time.
It's our time. It's
Y'all
our
looking on
time.
each other talking about they say we could play together. So I'm worried about the Lakers.
Right. I ain't worried about no dang on
This
Lakers.
is ridiculous, man.
Ridiculous. Vogel retread Stotts from Portland back in, we was our candidates for the Jazz job. I got a serious question for you. Hey guys, like I said, Alex will be on here shortly. Should be on here shortly. I got a question for you. You ready for my question?
Go ahead.
Do we really care who the Jazz hire?
No, not at all. Because you ain't going to have Mitch Watt do it probably anyway, so it's going to be another regular team.
Keep Gobert. Keep Gobert.
I mean,
But we need Mitch.
Jesus.
We need Mitch.
They thought this was going to be a Malone and Stockton type of new era type of thing. It's not.
And you know what?
It's not.
Let me say this. Jazz fans, it didn't work then.
It's
It
not
ain't
working
working now. Cut that out.
It's like, don't nobody care because Mitchell's gone.
Howdy.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Rudy might be gone too, but I think Rudy going to stay. I honestly think Rudy going to stay.
I think, look, in a perfect world for all my New Yorkers,
Oh, yeah.
Brooklyn, the Knicks should be giving up the farm for D. Mitch.
Yes, right now. As we speak, it should be breaking news.
But you know what? You told me they won't.
Kyrie?
No.
Nah.
Kyrie or Randall.
Ooh,
Because he had the stinky face. He was mad a lot.
man.
He was mad a lot, big time.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm with you on that one. Nah, keep him there.
Yeah. if I'm Mitch, I don't even know if I want to play with him. Pretty soon you're going to see him there. So, right.
Right.
That's fine. Let's get into some of this real quick. WNBA scores. And then we're going to hit him with that bottom line right there.
Ooh, wee.
Right.
Let's get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, we got some games actually going on right now. You got Indiana, Connecticut. Connecticut is up 53-44. And then you have Washington and Chicago. Washington is up 23-21 in the first quarter. That's Candace Parker and them.
Yes,
Then
sir.
you got last night's games that actually happened. New York and Minnesota. New York won. 89. That's what I said.
Well, that's too bad, T. Too bad. You said it 3-8 yesterday.
Yeah, I did. Seattle and Atlanta. Seattle won 72-60.
Good win for the Storm.
It was.
So today, about 3 to 4 hours ago, the Dream acquired former U of L great. Y'all heard me? Great. She wanted to go by AD. She was known in Asia Dur from the Liberty. She's back home. She's from Georgia. I really hope that this jump starts her career.
Right.
She had COVID for about a year and a half, too.
Yep.
So hopefully she's back home.
Mm-hmm.
Some moms cooking stuff like that. Brothers there. Go ahead. Because put her a healthy AD with Ryan Howard. And my thing is, and this is a young team. They got some stuff.
Right.
But they said they ecstatic. Get her back. Because if she can.
If she can go, brother.
Man.
Yeah.
When they first started the Dream, she was a little kid in the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Asia was.
Wow.
So, hey, welcome back home.
Welcome
Big
back
time.
home.
Big
You're
time.
absolutely right.
Big time. Like we said. Yes, sir. All right. Interview will be coming up in about 10 minutes.
Yep.
So check this out. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, so you won't miss it, because it's going to be another banger. Because I think we got a state champion coming.
God,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So you know how I do things. So here we go right here. NFL, we always got to have that
Yeah, it's always there.
NFL.
It's always there.
Now I gotta find my stuff right here. This is gonna be fun. Just to find it. Let me see. Because we added today. I'm trying to find Coop right here. Let me see if it's him. Yes! Cooper Cup signs a 3-year, $78.5 million.
Extension. He said, once my 3 years is up, I'm done.
That's 26, dude.
Yeah. He said, I'm
like
done.
26. That's like 26 million a year.
He's the guy. He's besides Donald. He's the other guy on the other side.
He was. Who got injured? Once Robert Woods got injured,
It was
like
a rout.
It was a rout.
It was a route.
Mm-hmm.
And you brought in Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work out. Then you brought in Odell, which I think that's a great match together.
And if he didn't get
That
hurt,
is
whoa!
great. Because now it's like you're not double teaming either one of them.
And now you added Robinson.
Exactly.
And I hope Tutu gets his stuff together, because that's another.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's another.
he got weapons, man.
He has weapons.
So congratulations to Cup doing his thing. Y'all remember yesterday how we had a little fun? We're going to have a little fun again.
Mm-hmm.
CBS ranking greatest NFL quarterbacks by decades.
By decades. Okay.
Yes, sir. So the first one in the 70s,
Okay.
you got Terry Bradshaw. And on this one, I'm going to actually pull this one up so I can explain. That's your boy. Your boy. That's your boy, right? So in the 70s, they saying Terry Bradshaw from Pittsburgh. In the 80s, they said Joe Montana,
right?
San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go ahead. Hold on. I want to let you guys in on a little something real quick.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me find it real quick, because they had like the remaining people and all this kind of stuff that I thought was very interesting. If I can find it, then it would be that. Now I can't. So as I look at that, so right there, Terry Bradshaw was a monster. Pittsburgh Steelers was the monsters in the 70s. Mm-hmm. No doubt about it. I don't care how much you don't like the Steelers or how much you love the Steelers. I don't like a certain player. That dude right there, that team, and he, you know what I'm saying, hey, shit matters. I'm
right.
sorry. You know what I'm saying? Shit matters. So that,
yeah.
And in the 80s, Joe Montana, man.
It's the Joe.
I mean, come on, man.
It's the Joe.
That kind of, speaks to itself.
That Joe was a bad man.
Bad man.
Joe was good.
I'll still take him right now as my quarterback. I ain't gonna lie. I'll take him right now. I'll take him right now.
I already know.
All right, so let's go up to the next one real quick.
Two good ones.
In the 90s,
I
got a little something for this one, though. Brett Favre, Green Bay, 2000, Peyton Manning. Now, I'm going to start backwards. Peyton Manning, I ain't got no problem with Peyton.
Now,
I mean, you
record
know what I'm saying?
show.
It was Peyton. It was Peyton and oh boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was Peyton.
Yeah.
And real quick,
Peyton,
if Joe Montana didn't win all them championships, and if Dan Marino won, Dan Marino
exactly. Then we talk about a different story.
Right.
No, you're right. No, you're right about that
good stuff. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's keeping it 100. That's
right.
great.
Right.
But in the 90s, Brett Favre's a monster. He's a Hall of Fame. You understand? You can call me a homer, but I'm taking Troy Aikman with them 3 things. If y'all got Bradshaw,
because that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
If you got Bradshaw, yeah. How you not? And they had him like honorable mention. They had somebody in him, and I'm like, I don't know, dog. Them 90s, them Cowboys.
That's exactly what this is.
Them Cowboys is a team of the 90s. I don't care. And they them 3 of them things. And
Brett got one.
Aikman, he got
He got one.
Yeah. And
That
I
was
mean,
it.
you
That
know,
was it.
you
Well, I
know,
see what you said. That was it.
I just can't.
But they
Yeah,
going
I
off the
just-
rings. Well, if that's the case, then Peyton Manning. But Peyton Manning, that's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Because Peyton Manning with eye vision, that's
And Brett's a
that's
bad
great.
boy.
He is.
And I guess because I'm looking at like Bradshaw, because if you put Bradshaw in the 80s,
That's 'cause,
in the
right,
90s, he
yeah.
ain't going to, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, that kind of stuff like that.
No,
But he was on a hell of a team. He was a captain, he's a leader.
Mhm.
Brett Favre, yeah, you know, and like I said, being an Dallas Cowboys fan, that's what that's all about. But hey, gotta give my boy some love because he did his thing in them
Mhm.
90s. 2000, Peyton Manning, forever everybody was saying it, so I don't care.
No,
Everybody was saying
that.
he
Yeah.
was that guy.
He was the man. Shoot, I'm not that. Peyton was the guy. Peyton was the guy. Great regular season quarterback.
Let's see the next episode. The 2010s and the 2020s.
It's a great next episode.
Tom Brady. 2010s. Right? Tom Brady, New England did it. Yeah, he had about 1,000 championships. And Tampa Bay, because it ain't up but three, going on three. It's only two. 2000, 2001, 2. They got a championship there. You really can't. I think the backup person was like, it was somebody, it was Aaron Rodgers and Petty
Yeah.
Ice.
Yeah.
So, you know, that kind of stuff like that.
I ain't denying this one.
Nah.
You can't deny him with this one.
I was wondering when
both of them.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, that's a
Because
simple.
they're just cheating.
That's a simple thing right there, right?
You're a robot too. Like, look, what is he doing?
We're gonna have to test him though.
Right, yeah, because them 2010, yes. And the crazy thing about it, you can have people who will mess around and argue about the 2000s because he had the dynasty in the 2000s, but Peyton Manning was breaking crazy records. He was doing his thing,
he had more, he had
and all
records
that
and
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they
thank
will
God
argue
he
about
got
that.
thank God he got the championship.
Exactly.
Because they wouldn't go, otherwise it'd be Brady.
Right. Yep.
You know, and
Mm-hmm.
the people are mad at the Rodgers fans.
Right.
But in 2010s,
I mean, but he only got one. He got one ring. You got crazy. He ain't got the records like the Drew Breeses and all them. Right. Ain't no way. We ain't
Undisputed.
We ain't talking about that. Nah, we good with that one.
Yeah, I mean that
Roger,
dude
you're a
is
bad man, and
he
you
bad
shouldn't have
man.
got that one. But that's a different story for
Right.
another.
You going ham on that, wasn't you? That's cool. I love it. Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. All right. Hey, we're going to get this rolling. We're going to bring
sir.
Alex on. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like. Let's go on and get this scene up together right here. Let's see. Bring it on. Yeah. How you doing, Alex?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good,
How
good.
are y'all?
Hey, we doing fine. Hey, we blessed with having a champion on the show, so we always good. A state champion, big time. So hey, if you guys didn't know, and you should know right now, DuPont Mania track and field state champion in the 100, 200, 400, 4x400 was rolling. So we're happy to have her on the show, and we're trying to get to know Alex a little bit better and all this kind of stuff like that. So, how's it feel to be a champion?
Feels great. I mean, I'm just chilling now.
I know that's right.
So, how old up was you when you started playing sports?
When I started playing sports,
Yes.
I think I was like 4. I think it was 4. Yeah.
What was the sport you was playing?
I played t-ball and then basketball, flag football before I got to track.
Okay, so growing up, was you playing outside a lot or was you inside the house like as a kid?
Because you know a lot of kids is playing video games and stuff like that. It sounded like you was active, but you know we just want to make sure for the viewers.
I was outside. I was outside quite a lot.
That's good. So, let me see. So when did you start playing, start running and doing track?
The I was 7 I was 7 years old in the summer of 2015.
What made you? I mean, I know you said that you played a lot of different, sports, t-ball. A lot of people, a lot of athletes get the t-ball, things
Right.
like that. What steered you to track?
I was at a flag football game, and the current head coach of Pleasure Ridge Park High School, his name is Coach Ronnie Bowen. He said to my parents that I was in the wrong sport, and both of them ran track in high school. So the next summer, they put me in an AAU club.
Cool, cool, cool.
What middle school did you attend?
Louisville Collegiate.
Okay, okay. So when you was at, let's say, when you was at Louisville Collegiate, because you said you started running at 7, um, did you play any other sports besides track? Did you do like basketball, anything like that?
I did not. I did not think that I was skilled enough to play any other sport.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Cool. So at collegiate, doing your thing, doing track, um, and you say club. How'd you get into the club, track club? How'd you get into that?
Uh, I was pretty sure the club was recommended to my parents, or they were searching, and the first club we found was the Kentucky Phillies. Well, not the first club, but the first club I ran on was the Kentucky Phillies.
And my thing is for the people who do not know, and I mean, we that's the thing about like when we do these interviews, we try to learn as much as we can, like just talking to you like right now, raw
Right.
and uncut. So, um, what is the difference? Is it the same? What is the difference between the club and the? I've heard people say they do like AAU.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you know? What's the difference between running for the club or AAU, or is that basically the same?
They're the same. Basically, club is summer track, and AAU happens during the summer, as well as another organization called USATF.
Okay. So when did you start running with a club team?
7-7. Yeah. Uh, Started working earlier though. So check this out. Um, DuPont Manual. You was at Louisville Collegiate. When did you? Um, was it already set in stone that you was going to manual, or how'd you decide to go to manual?
When I started middle school, it was kind of a toss up between which high school I would attend because it was expensive to go to high school at collegiate, and also it was in class A, and the other high schools we were looking at are more competitive, more suited to my level. And so when I got to seventh and eighth grade, manual kind of stood out in terms of both academics and athletics. And so when they won the state championship last year on the girls' side, that kind of set it in stone.
Yeah, I was at that track meet too, and woo-wee. Yes. Who is the actually as we get into that? Who are the coaches? Who are your coaches for manual?
Our head coach, his name is Zachary Brooks. One of our sprinters coaches, her name is Rachel Harlow. The throws coach, Teresa Saborski. The hurdle coach, Donna Johnson. The distance coaches, Tim Holman and Josh Hartledge. And then the jumps coach, Coach Barry. I forgot his last name. He never told us.
All I know is, hey, they got the coaches because man, that's back to back, and you ready to win it again next year.
Right.
Yeah, big time. So check this out. How would you describe your running style?
fast and strong, and I don't hit the brakes.
Mm.
Woo. Okay. And
Don't hit the brakes.
I would say this. Let me interject right here. I saw it up close. I was at the finals, and I took some pictures and stuff. And I mean, my camera couldn't keep up with her. She's blazing, blazing fast. So
Right.
hey, I don't think nobody wants that smoke. 'Cause she's bad, man. She's bad. All right, so let me see. What? Okay, being that you're a track athlete, a young star, you know, breaking records, doing all kinds of stuff. Is it a track person that you like was watching when you was younger, and you was like, "Hey, I would like to be like her, or be like him, or whatever." Is anybody that stood out to you when you was growing up, or even right now that you like? Hey, I like that.
Yeah, my role model when I was growing up was Allison Felix. She started at a young age. She ran the events that I performed well at, and just overall, I looked up to her.
Hey, that's a good one.
It is.
That's a good one, big time like that. So, you know, this past weekend you ran a lot of events. You did a lot of events. The 100, the 200, 400, the 4x400 relay. Um, so when you started running and building up and doing endurance and all that kind of stuff, like, uh, how did you decide that these are the ones that you wanted to run? I mean, were just trying them, and then you like, hey, I like this, and the coach saw that. How'd you get in these kind of like I said, the 200, the 100, and stuff like that? Decide those are the events you want to run, or was this you're just talented enough that it make no difference what you run? I mean, I think the last thing,
Right.
Um, I just kind of probably started on the football field when you didn't have to run that far of a distance, typically during the play. So that translated into running sprints on the track. And then my coach saw that I was good at the sprints, and so I didn't want to try distance races. I didn't think it was something that I should have been doing.
yeah.
I still don't do distance races because I don't understand why you would need to do them. But other people are built for them. So that's their thing. Um, and then just as the season progressed, was perf- I was performing well at every meet, and then I medaled at nationals. So it was kind of like oh, so this is what you're meant to be doing.
Hey, yeah, that's no lie. I saw something. I saw. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might have been the regionals. I think it was the 400, and I think you post that senior versus a freshman, and you was running, and I mean, she shot out like a cannon, and the
Mm-hmm.
senior got her right at the end. Um, but then within 2 weeks or whatever, you end up winning in the smoke, blowing everybody out. Like, as a track athlete, we're former football players, basketball, stuff like that. So I didn't do track. Like, when you look at that, do you like study film and take to see like how can you improve on that, because you really did your thing and stay in the regional. You did good, second place on that one too. But like, what kind of studies and stuff like that do you look at tape or film? I mean, film to see like how can I improve, especially like that kind of performance that you did.
I don't personally watch videos, but our coaches have studied and looked at how professionals run their races, and then they correct our strategies based on what is seen as typically the most orthodox way of running, and correcting the ways you are doing it incorrectly to make it more natural feeling.
Okay. Yeah, because I just thought it was remarkable because, like I said, you had it like basically, she ended up losing the butt. It was like, hey, this is a senior. This is basically you learning, and then all of a sudden, when you watched the finals. You did your thing. Let me ask you, which event do you let's say that which event do you love the most? Love like better than is it an event that you like better than the others? Like your favorite one that you like doing?
My teammates all look at me like I'm crazy when I say this, but the 400 is my favorite race because I perform the best at it. The 4x4 is typically feels better after. It's a lot less taxing, but the 4 is definitely my favorite event.
That's what we always say. That's like the toughest. That's the real deal.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, if people have not seen her run it, make sure you check it out. I know she's got a website, but I know she's on Twitter. And I tell you what, just watching you run that, I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And that's great. You know all that kind of stuff like that. So you are doing stuff, and you have done things that people who go through high school has not done at all.
Right.
You have won the state championship in the 100, the 200, the 400, and all this stuff in one track meet in the final. Uh, when you take a step back and look at, I mean, you know, and I know I started the show asking you that, but has it set in yet that you
It still
basically
has not set
dominated that?
It still has not set in, and it's been like 4 days. It's
Right.
been 4 days. And it still doesn't even feel like it happened. It's
And I
just surreal.
and I tell you what, a lot of times you was beating your teammate. It wasn't like she was beating another school. She's
Right.
beating a teammate. So how was that? I mean, granted, we all for one this team we're gonna win. You know, because they want Manual. DuPont Manual won the team again. You know, team state championship again. So you know, how was that? Talk about your teammates and you know who are others, the young ladies on your team that basically the whole team showed out, but talk about your teammates and how you know and all that kind of stuff for us.
I love the team. It's definitely different than what I experienced last year. It's much larger. Uh, it feels more. It feels more like a family, as our coach would say. Everybody struggles through the same workouts, and when we're injured, it's always a slap on the arm, a pat on the back. You'll be back in a couple weeks, or you'll be back next year, and we're all really supportive of each other. And the seniors, they give really good advice. It definitely helps when if you're like mad at the coaches or something, so you don't like blow up.
Right?
How's it? Um, and just we all spend the entire school day together, depending on the grade you're in. So you see them all day, and then you see them for a couple hours after. So it's kind of like you kind of have to learn to tolerate them, otherwise it's not gonna go well.
Right. What you said? Check it out. So that 4x4 team. Who was the other ladies, the young ladies that was running with you, and what class were they in?
Our first leg, Ruby Nwosu, she was a senior, so she just graduated. Now our second leg, Hannah Cease, she was also a senior, so she. And then our third leg, Jessie Secor, she's a rising senior, and I'm a rising sophomore.
Y'all had the cheat code, man. Y'all had the cheat code,
Absolutely.
big time. I mean, and I'm gonna say this, it was done. As I say on the show,
Yes.
they was going. It was a wrap. You know, whatever. So, did you do the? And I don't know. I can't remember. Did you do the 4x100?
I did run it at a JV meet,
Okay.
uh, in April and Eastern Relays.
Okay. Um. So, and you know, I know. Have you seen Mark that they had like the freshman championship? I know y'all won that, right? I mean, without a doubt. Did y'all win that?
We won freshman check.
Okay, that's good. Without a doubt. I mean, she's like, why you even ask me that? I just had to ask that. I'm sorry. I just, So let me ask you this: besides track, what kind of fun things you like to do?
I used to be a boring person, but um, I would like to say that I'm a little more interesting now. Um, Reading when I'm bored or hanging out with my friends typically.
Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that. So let me jump back into track. Like I said, you accomplished a lot of stuff, and your mom was gracious enough to send us a bio, and it seems like you've been doing this for a while.
Wow, yeah.
Your name is definitely out there, and will only get bigger and bigger. So let me ask you right now, and it's kind of funny me even asking this, but what do you feel you need to improve on as a runner?
My ability to relax while running. I have always been tense when I run, and that makes it more difficult to finish the race because your muscles are more tired. They've been more strained than someone who is, say, they're focusing on their breathing the whole time and like their pace instead of just gritting their teeth to the end.
And I'm glad you said it because it's a question that popped in my head, and this is very interesting, especially for a state champion. When you was running that 100, what was you focused on? Like when you running and that 100 and you rocking and rolling and you taking off. Are you focusing on like technique or something like what do you focus on when you run?
There are a couple things. So the first thing is starting with the most power possible. So that means using the blocks to your full advantage and not standing straight up when you run because that takes away the power, that takes away your speed. And then you can't drive per se forever, so you have to stand up at some point, and then it's just about turning your legs over as quickly as possible, getting them up and down off the ground.
Whew, that's what I'm talking about. State champion. So when you're doing a relay and you have to depend on others,
Right.
how nerve wracking is uh, that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you want to be a team. Everybody's a team and all this kind of stuff. But how nerve wracking is that? And how nerve wracking is this exchange? I got to get this baton. If I don't get this and it drops, we disqualify. Is that like? I mean, granted, you don't want to think about that, but do
Right.
that even comes into equation? Like, oh my gosh, I got to make sure I catch this. I mean, get this hand off and then take off, or like,
Right.
does that even come to your mind or anything?
And the 4x1 and 4x2 is a lot more stressful because you have less time to think about how you receive the baton and what you need to do. So if you don't make that handoff quick, you lose time to make the other handoffs. The 4x4, obviously, you have, depending on how fast they run, somewhere between 45 to 60 seconds in high school. The 4x8, kind of, you have a bit of time to think about how you receive the handoff. But there's different. You have to receive the baton differently in different races. 4x1, y- we were taught to stick our hands straight out as soon as we start running, which gives our teammates basically a pocket. In the 4x4, you don't take off in a sprint until you until the teammates are about like 5 meters away. I think is the distance because they're tired, so you don't want to be way ahead off in front of them, and they have to catch up to you with uh, exhausted legs.
Speaking of exhausted legs, I'm glad you said it. So, you did all these events, and I mean, I know you well conditioned athlete and all this. How do you guys stay? I mean, I know condition and everything,
Yeah.
but like, when you you're exerting a lot of energy. You're doing all this kind of stuff, adrenaline and all this. How do you guys do that? I mean, I know, like I said, I know practice, but have you ever been like, oh wow, I got another event to run?
Right.
all the time.
Because I don't want to be.
Sometimes it's like every every day of the week I'm like, "Oh, I have to go to practice again?" But I get over it.
Yeah. So as young kids that was at um, the finals, the state finals, and they watch you, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I want to be like her. I want to do that." What do you recommend? Like, I mean, you know, do they go into club and all? Like, walk us through that. Like, if you had a youngster that came to you who's probably in the fifth grade or maybe fourth grade, whatever, and they said, "Hey, what is advice would you give to me because I want to be a track star
Right.
too?"
Be committed. It takes a lot to run club because it's their travel meets. Typically, our regional and national meets are out of town in a different state. I remember one year we traveled all the way to California for a national meet. And also, if you're gonna run, be serious about it. I know some athletes run to use their speed in other sports, and that's perfectly okay. I mean,
Right.
True.
it's I know of the whole footballers dancing to have better footwork and not pursuing a career in it, but it's definitely it's definitely time consuming. If you wanna get better at it, then you have to work at it, and you can't just practice once a week and think that you'll just continue to get better and better because you have to compete. Competing helps you gain experience, helps you gain, um, what's the word? Knowledge. Basically, you make helps you understand more. So if you're not committed to competing and practicing, then what's the point?
True. So great points, great advice, and
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff like that. So how about nutrition? Like being a track athlete and everything. I mean, is it certain things you have to follow and do, or are people just blessed with the
Mm-hmm.
metabolism? I mean, like because like you said, you got to take it serious because there's a lot of people who like you said, trying to increase their speed and do different things like that. But as a serious track athlete, what roles does nutrition plays in that for you? Officer,
No.
join us back. Let me see. Hey, I'll tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I wouldn't race him at
Everything's
all.
cool.
Even. Hmm.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, without a doubt. So,
Yeah.
hey, I'll tell you what. She's great. Hopefully, she'll join us back real quick. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. I don't know
Sorry
if
about that.
I don't know. No, I don't know if you heard my last question, but I was basically talking about nutrition. Like, what role does that play into in your role in being the best and trying to be the best track
Mm-hmm.
athlete?
Nutrition is a big factor in recovery as well as training in general. Um, Water, definitely. Water, I have always had to work on drinking more water. I still have to work on drinking more water. Um, my parents had me drink coconut water as a supplement, and I realized that drinking regular water was a lot better. So, Um, that was definitely an incentive. So eating right, eating the correct kinds of foods for your muscles, as protein, carbs. Obviously, you have to gain some sort of fats, otherwise you'll just burn through the protein. Oh, yeah, biology class is coming in handy. Um, it also eating right throughout the entire year. I typically have like a 6-week break, I think, throughout the entire year where I'm not training or running. So I eat all my junk food then, and then I have to go back and shape
Hey, what's your
You know.
go-to?
here.
What's your go-to junk food?
Um, I don't, I don't even know. I just eat all of it.
That's okay. That's good. That's ain't no problem with that. One more question about the club. Would you would you recommend that? And what are some of the things that the club, being on the club team, has improved you or has helped you get better with?
Club teams are different than school teams, so if you want to, if you want individual coaching or more one-on-one, the club is the right way to go because school teams are more focused on the whole team winning as a whole and less individual training. And then, depending on the events that you decide to do, other clubs besides like a main club in the West End West Side,
Mm-hmm.
they have good hurdle coaches, so that would be a good place to go if you want to
Okay.
focus on hurdling. Um, Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Oh, I said club, and I said basically, would you recommend that for somebody who's trying to get into that, get into track?
I would definitely recommend it. I would definitely recommend it because it gives you a chance to continue running when you're not in school. And there also is club winter track. So if summer isn't a time that you want to run, you can run in the winter to go right into school season. It's indoor track because running outside in 30-degree weather is definitely not ideal.
Right, at all, and I don't blame it. I didn't like running when it was as a football player. I didn't like running when it was sunny.
Right.
So, all right. So check this out. Um, this is one more question. This is Mark. Go ahead and ask her that one question we already asked about when you were a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, yeah. So how old was you when you was running track and you felt like I'm really great at this? I could do this for the long haul.
How was I? Sixth grade, you were 11. I was 11.
Okay, okay. So when you was 11, it got real. It
Right.
was like, okay,
I'm
I
hurt.
got this. I got this. I love that.
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you knew, hey,
yeah.
I'm going to win everything.
Right.
Yeah, I got this without a doubt. That's good stuff. So, everybody who's watching it, hit that like button, subscribe. So, Alex, we always give everybody a chance to thank everybody who has been important to them, who has helped them
Yep.
get to where they're at right now. So, the floor is yours. thank anybody, everybody, whoever you need to thank.
Well, first I thank my parents. You know, they brought me into this world. I hope they don't ever take me out of it. That would be tragic.
Yes, it
Yes,
would
it
be.
would be. She's silly.
I want to thank my dad specifically for coaching me after my first two club experiences were not that great.
Mm, mm,
And then my mom for listening to me complain. Um, and also for being the person who kept me in track because I wanted to quit my first season,
mm.
and I'm glad that she pushed me to stay. You bribe me with Twinkies. Yeah.
Whatever it takes, Mom. Whatever it takes.
Right.
So,
I thank my mom for
yeah.
bribing me with Twinkies and staying on track.
So, where?
Uh,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You go ahead and finish.
I was gonna just thank all my school teammates, past and present. They've all been really supportive, and they're all like, "You're gonna go far. I believe in you. I can see it," and that really boosts my self esteem sometimes when I'm like in my head or I'm having a rough week.
Right. Right. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Let me ask you this, and I know college is some years away, but it's not that far away. Is it something that you want to study? Is something that you're thinking about that you like, that you want to go ahead and try to achieve and do?
Engineering, different fields like aerospace and chemical
Mm.
and mechanical.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Big time. All right, so you have a website. How? Tell them about your website. Tell them where they can find it. Give all that information. Any kind of other social media that they need to follow Alex, because I'm gonna tell you now, she's on here right now, and this is not the last time
Right.
that you will see her in the newspaper, whatever. Hopefully, she can come back on the show anytime she wants to, because this right here is something special. She is a
Right.
special athlete, gifted athlete. And hey, so how can they find you? Where they need to go, Alex?
My Instagram account is awesome Alex Allen, all lowercase, and my website is linked in the bio, awesomealexallen.com. It has statistics and just about me, and also the media that I've been in before. Like I was on the cover of the Louisville magazine in 2015, 16. Um, I have a Twitter. I don't know the handle, Mom. What's the handle?
Alex Allen underscore 2025.
My Twitter is Alex Allen underscore 2025. Um, I don't have Facebook.
Okay. Hey,
And,
but anything else?
that's it.
Okay. Hey, thank you for.
Uh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm in the Courier Journal's poll for the Louisville Area High School Player of the Week. So
Oh yeah.
vote for me.
Vote for her. And actually, she won our player, athlete of the week.
Yep.
Big time. Hey, I couldn't pass that up, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that Mark and Will show, hey, you got to have that. And you already got that, and you're going to get it plenty more times.
Right.
We know that for sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First of all, thank your parents for us. Thank your mom, your pops, all that kind of stuff. You have a great support system, and as an athlete, as a former athlete, that is always crucial to have, and you have that So God bless them. God bless
Right.
you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
And
thank you.
believe me, we're gonna try to reach out to you many times to get you on here because it's only the beginning for you. So
Mhm.
thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having
No
All
problem.
right. Good night.
Another one.
Another one. Hey, subscribe, like,
Comment.
comment, whatever.
Yep.
This is what we do. If you got somebody that needs to be on this show, let us know. Hit us up, DM us, Facebook us, Instagram us, whatever,
Right.
our person, whatever you got to do. That right there is a freshman who basically held a interview
Yep.
with us. Many freshmen ain't not gonna be able to do that.
Nope.
So congratulations to her. She's a star. Hey, DuPont Manual. Hey, y'all gonna win them. Y'all gonna keep on winning them.
Right.
Share something to somebody else. Quit winning them all, DuPont. Can my Bulldogs get one or two?
They ain't heard it.
I ain't hearing it. They got it. They got it. But hey, shout out to them. Hey, and shout out to the whole system and another banger. So everybody enjoy the game. Tomorrow shall be county.
Yep.
Coach will be on here. But hey, Alex, straight winner, thank you. And we're going to say good night. God bless.
God bless.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.